Hi foodies, welcome back to my kitchen. If you've been looking for Ogbono soup recipe that comes out rich and perfectly drawy every single time, then you're going to love today's recipe. I will also be sharing a few simple tips that make a big difference, so be sure to watch till the end. Now let's get cooking. For this recipe, these are the list of ingredients I'll be using. First up is our ogbono. And of course, this is the star of the recipe. It's what gives the soup that drawy texture. Next is dried catfish for that smoky flavor. Yeah, I have panla fish, but you can use any smoked fish of your choice. Next is my grounded crayfish. For my pepper mix, I'll be using scotch bonnet peppers with onions for flavor and also habanero pepper, some seasoning cubes, and for my protein of choice I'll be using goat meat, a little salt, palm oil, and finally our ugu leaves. Now that everything is ready, let's start by seasoning the meat. I'm adding my blended onion and pepper mixture, followed by my seasoning cubes and a little salt. One cooking tip I always follow is allowing the meat to cook in its own juice before adding water. It may seem like a small step, but it helps the meat absorb all the seasoning, making it much more flavorful. I will leave this to simmer for about 15 minutes. While that is cooking, I'll go ahead and prepare the rest of my ingredients for this soup. I started by blending my ogbono, and I blended it until it is nice and smooth. After which, I went ahead to mix it with palm oil. I like doing this because it helps the ogbono dissolve much more easily once it goes into the soup. It also reduces the chances of it having lumps. Next, I'll go ahead and wash my dried catfish and panla fish with hot water and a little salt. This helps clean the fish properly and removes any unwanted smell before cooking. After which, I went ahead to wash it properly and deboned it and set it aside. Now it's about 15 minutes, so let's check on the meat. As you can see, it has released its own stock, and that's where a lot of flavor comes from. Now I'm going to go ahead and add enough water that will be sufficient for the rest of the cooking process, and I'm going to leave it to cook until the meat is nice and soft. While that is cooking, I will go ahead and prepare my ugu leaves. I started by removing them from the stalks, washing them thoroughly, and slicing them into my preferred size. Before we proceed, if you're enjoying this recipe so far and you've picked up one or two useful tips, I would really appreciate it if you could give this video a thumbs up. And if you haven't subscribed yet, what are you waiting for? This is the perfect time for you to join my kitchen family. And besides, it will really cost you nothing to hit the subscribe button. And guess what? I've got plenty more Nigerian recipes coming your way. Alright, let's continue. And now our meat is nice and soft, so it's time to build all those amazing flavor. I went ahead to add my cleaned dried fish. Next goes my blended scotch bonnet peppers for that extra heat. Then I went ahead to adjust my seasoning, after which I added the grounded crayfish and a little salt before giving everything a really good stir. Then I let this cook for a few more minutes. Now it's time for the ogbono. I will add it to the pot and leave it for a few minutes before stirring. Honestly, you don't need to rush this step because allowing it to cook first really helps it to dissolve properly. At this point, I could tell it wasn't fully dissolved yet. So I went ahead to stir everything together, after which I left it to cook for another few minutes. Now, this is what I'm talking about. Look at that beautiful draw. This is exactly the consistency we are looking for. Just keep stirring gently every now and then so the soup doesn't stick to the bottom of the pot. Now it's time for the final touch, our fresh ugu leaves. I added it and I stirred everything together and I let it cook for about 1 minute. I don't like overcooking my vegetables so it doesn't get to lose that fresh texture. And just like that, our rich, delicious, and perfectly drawy ogbono soup is ready. Just look at that. Thick, rich, and absolutely mouth-watering. This is that type of soup that keeps everyone coming back for second round. If you enjoyed today's recipe, please don't stop here. Click on my egusi soup video next because I share more helpful tips there and I know you're going to love it. And if you enjoyed today's recipe, please give this video a thumbs up. Subscribe if you haven't subscribed yet and let me know in the comments what's your favorite soup to enjoy with any swallow. Thank you so much for watching. I will see you in my next episode. Bye.